Hi guys, I'm going to be doing the 40 beauty questions tag, but I'm going to be doing it in 2 parts so that it doesn't get really long and really boring for you. I have just filmed a haul video which is up already. By the time this one goes up it'll be up anyway, and I've literally just put like a cardigan over the top because I am like so cold because it's snowing outside right now, and I've changed my lipstick because the L'Oreal Colour Crest stain that I was wearing was really annoying me because it was smudging everywhere, so I've just put Dior lipstick on in Plaza. So the 40 questions, it is a tag and I'll tag people at the end of part 2, so if you are interested in doing this then, or seeing who I've tagged to do it, then I'll tell you at the very end. And I'm just going to quickly fly through these because my videos are really long and I appreciate that. And now it's gone dead bright, so I'm going to blind myself. Great, the weather's not working in my favour today. Anyway, so I will start with the first 20 questions and the next video will be the next 20 questions. But I think I've missed out a question when I wrote them all down because I watched someone do this and then I was like, oh, I can't hear, because Dave came into the room and really rudely turned up the TV so I couldn't hear my phone, like the YouTube on my phone as I was writing them down, and I was like, grrr, because he does that, he's so rude. And like, if I've got Spotify on like the laptop when it's like fixed, or if I'm playing music or something, he'll just come in and put the TV on. It really bugs me. Anyway, moving on. 40 questions, part 1. Okay, so how many times do you wash your face daily? I wash my face like loads. I couldn't even tell you because it depends on day to day. Usually it's twice a day, once in the morning and double cleanse in the evening, which strips my skin a bit. So if I'm having a dry skin day, then I'll just like wash it twice a day. If I'm having like a really bad day with my skin, I'll wash it like loads, like once in the morning, once when I get home from work, then again in the evening, twice, like, so it can be 4 times a day sometimes. And I use Peaches and Clean by Safe and Glory to cleanse my face because I find it does me wonders. The next question is, do you exfoliate? I do exfoliate, but I exfoliate on like, I don't have a routine, I just like exfoliate when I remember, which is usually about twice a week, which is enough really because I use muslin cloths and obviously a muslin cloth will gently exfoliate anyway. But at the moment I'm using this sample that I got from a Lux box, and it is the Green People Organic Lifestyle Skincare Fruit Scrub Exfoliator, and I do really like it. It can be a bit harsh sometimes, especially if my skin's feeling quite dry, but yeah, I really like that. So number 3, what moisturiser do you use? I use like a range of different moisturisers. At the moment I'm using the L'Oreal Paris Mask Comfort because it's a moisturising rich cream. It's actually supposed to be a face mask, but I use it as a moisturiser, and especially at night I find that I can put this on really thick. It doesn't leave a film on my skin, and I wake up in the morning and my skin is like wonderful. First thing in the morning I just use a tiny bit because a little bit does go a long way, and it just hydrates. It's wonderful. Number 4. Do I have freckles? Yes, I have a lot of freckles. I've always had freckles. In fact, in summer, this part of my face just becomes one big freckle, and then I've got them like all over me, and I really like freckles. I think they're really cute, and I think that they're like a little bit different as well because a lot of people cover them up, and I think, no, you shouldn't do that. I really like freckles, and I'm glad I have mine. Do you use an eye cream? I do use an eye cream, well, an eye product, and I'm currently using the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Eye Synchronized Complex. I did a review on this on my blog and I was like, I really don't see the point in it because it's a bit poo, to be honest, and it's not worth the money. And then I continued using it because I couldn't find anything else, and I was getting really paranoid about dark circles. And I mean, I have dark circles today because I didn't sleep very well for the past 2 nights and that, but actually this is, I'm changing my mind about it. I mean, I've only got a little bit left. It is a sample size. And I might just do a review revisited and go, actually, I was wrong on that one. Maybe, I don't know. It depends on the laptop's up and running again. The next question is, did you or do you have acne prone skin? No, not really. I mean, I had really clear skin throughout my teen years, and then it was only really when I started like using makeup that I started getting spots. I do get like hormonal breakouts around here, and they are mostly on my chin, so it's due to like stress and hormones. I rarely get them anywhere else, and I only ever get a few now that I've got a proper skin routine established. So, but no, my sister and I were really blessed. My brother, on the other hand, was like a massive pimple, to the point where, you know, he was really paranoid about it. So I think I escaped with that one. Luckily. I'm really sorry if I'm squinting at you, but the sun's like in my face. Next question. Have you ever used Proactive? That's what I heard on the video I copied these questions from, and I haven't got a clue what you mean by proactive, as in flora proactive, like for cholesterol, or I don't know. No, probably. Although I have had flora proactive before, if you mean the butter, but I can't understand why that would be in a beauty thing. Maybe someone can explain that to me, because I haven't got a clue. I feel really stupid now being a beauty blogger and not knowing what that's supposed to mean, but there you go. Or I've probably just misheard. And now on to the makeup part, which is probably the most interesting part. What foundation do you use? I use a mixture of two at the moment. I'm trying to use up my Dior Forever Skin, which I got in October for my birthday, because I needed a new foundation then, and I really, really like it. I think it's flawless. It's really great. Unfortunately, it does cling a little bit to dry patches. It can look a bit cakey, but I do really like this. And when it's applied properly with a stippling brush, especially the Real Techniques one, then it can look stunning. But my skin's a little bit lighter than this now, so if I'm going to get it again, I need to be colour matched again. The other one I'm using a lot at the moment is the No. 7 Stay Perfect foundation, which I recently bought and told you all about in a whole video. I'm really enjoying using it. I'm in the shade Cool Vanilla, which is a lot lighter than the Dior Forever Skin, as you can see. And I really like it. It does stay in place quite well. It doesn't last all day, unless you use a primer, but I do really like that. Next question. Concealer. I use, which concealer do you use? I use Soap & Glory Kick-Ass Concealer, and I use MUA Pro Base palette to conceal and brighten. Yeah, so they're the ones that I'm using at the moment. Do you know your undertone colour? I think I'm quite cool. I know I'm a cool colour. I'm not entirely sure if that's a good or a bad thing. Probably a bit blue based. I don't know. So I will have to actually get that checked out, because I've never actually been like told I have an undertone, which is pretty bad really for a beauty blogger, isn't it? But you know, we're not perfect. Next question. What do you think of false eyelashes? I really like false eyelashes in the right situation. I think if you're going to wear them every day, at least wear something that's a bit natural. Like, I don't like the full-on boom like look. But that's just personal preference. You know, it can look really great on some people, but I just don't really get like the hype of wearing them every single day. I use them for special occasions, and that's it. And I'm actually taken with individual lashes at the moment, because even though they are fiddly to apply, I think they look far better. Next question. Do you know mascara is supposed to only last 3 months? Yes, I did know, thank you for that. This is an American tag, so I'm not sure what half these questions are, but yeah, I did know, and I don't follow it because I've got that many different mascaras and stuff, and basically when they dry out, that's when I get rid of mine. They're my mascaras, I don't share them with anyone else, so it's not like I'm like spreading germs or anything. I'm only, you know, you can't give yourself foot and mouth disease, can you? So I don't see the point. I don't really chuck them away if they have conjunctivitis, or they are that old that I have to. What's your favourite brand of mascara? I'm not really bothered as long as it's like good. I'm using the Lancome Hypnose Drama at the moment, and it's a great formula, but like I said in my last video, I just can't get to grips with the wand. I don't understand why. So yeah, I'm not that fussy with mascaras, to be honest. I know some people are, but I'm not. Sephora or MAC? Well, I am a bit skint to be going into MAC, but we don't have a Sephora, so I'm just going to have to say MAC. MAC do some really nice stuff. I love their lipsticks. They're just like a little bit expensive for me at the moment, but when I have some money, I will definitely be investing in some MAC lipsticks. Do I have a MAC Pro card? No. So that's the end of that question. Makeup tools. I use brushes. I use the Real Techniques brushes, and I love them. I sometimes use my fingers, but that's about it really. I would rather apply everything with a brush. I don't use a sponge or anything, because I used to use sponges when I was a teenager and it just looked awful, and they don't really work with my skin very well. But you know, each to their own. I use brushes. Base or primer for eyes. I do use the eye primer by MUA if I'm wearing eyeshadow and need to like it to stay on all day, but I don't really bother with them, to be honest. And as for bases, I think the Colour Tattoos by Maybelline are like the closest. I've come to using like an eyeshadow base. I don't know any matte paint pots or anything, but I've been told I do need to get hold of one and try it, so you never know for the future. Primer for the face, occasionally yes I will. If I'm going somewhere and I need my makeup to stay like perfect, I will use a primer, but most of the time I skip it now because I just see it as an unnecessary waste of money. And I've been using, well I was using the Revlon Photo Ready Perfecting Primer, but it's run out, so I need to replace that if I ever want to go anywhere and my makeup to like stay in place constantly. Favourite eyeshadow, I don't really have one. I suppose if I was going to have to say, like, it would be a neutrals palette and it would be the Naked Basics probably, but that's about it, because I'm not a big eyeshadow person unfortunately, so yeah, that would be that. And pencil or liquid eyeliner, I would say I like both. I use pencil and liquid eyeliner and felt tip and gel. It's whatever's to hand really, and the most useful for the occasion. If I'm doing a smoky eye, I'll use gel. If I'm going to work, I'll use pencil. If I'm just messing about, I might use the felt tip. But that's about it. I'm not that fussy, to be honest. As long as it gives me a black flick, I'm not bothered. And that is the end of the first 20 questions. So I know I zipped through that. I'm really sorry, but I will see you in part 2. Bye!